Hey folks, welcome again to one of my many YouTube videos. Sorry, a bit of a dry throat. Coronavirus edition anyway. The end of April 2020. Already had 6 weeks worth of lockdown basically, or almost. Situation is, I'm now working on another project. One of my most recent projects, apart from this little cardboard box, is the locomotive that's inside it. Now with this particular locomotive, it started life as a Hornby Terrier. I'll bring this up a bit closer for you. And it's become the New South Wales Z18. So at least with this, you can see some of the work that I've done on rebuilding the locomotive. It was something that was given to me because it didn't work, especially good for spare parts. I've just basically taken a hold of it and put a whole lot of new detail on. Made up the Westinghouse air pump on the front. All the details are from the safety valves, the whistle and steam generator on top. Also done the 2 hatches for the water to go on. I've also made up the headlight using a bit of brass tube and some plastic on the back. Done all the handrail work myself. But that's my latest project. And in the cab, if I don't drop this in, you might see the crew that's inside there. So if I put my hand up behind, you might be able to see the crew. The crew is supplied by Laurie models. So if you're interested, look up Laurie models on the internet and you can find a whole pile of detailed parts. I've got to put a headlight on the back of the locomotive yet, which I've still got to order, also from Laurie's. But this will give you an idea of a 6-week build from my old Hornby Terrier to a New South Wales Z18. I've got plans of putting this into a Model Railway magazine or two, as far as an article on rebuilding it. And one of the magazines which I'm looking at doing, if I put this over to one side, hopefully it doesn't fall on the floor. This is one of the magazines that I'm subscribed to. With this particular magazine, and I'll bring this up a bit closer so you can see it. Model Railways in Australia, produced through Foam Hobbies in Victoria. So with this is issue number 47. So if any of you out there can see it, or are bothered with it, or interested in it, I have an article which I've got bookmarked. I'll bookmark to one side. This is a quick overview of my HO scale layout called Wombat Flats. I have plenty of videos up on YouTube of it, and this one here takes up a 4-page spread. These are the first 2 pages, and if I can do this without knocking things flying, that's the article, where the beginning of the article is, and these are just photos I've taken of it over recent years. With this, one of my featured models is here. 2 of the famous Australian trains, Southern Aurora and Spirit of Progress, using the Hornby trying carriages in HO scale. They're 3.5 metres long each, so my layout had to extend from 20 feet to 24 feet long. So it's still 8 foot wide, but it can be expanded to whatever width I decide. I also organise X Series Falcon Cruise every year. I've got a few videos up of it on my YouTube channel, so why not model it in HO scale. So you'll find these photos on my Kev's Workshop website, and you'll see them also in this article. That's just the first 2 pages worth. I'll get this in a minute. If I flip the page, there's the rest of the article back here. So even if you do look up Model Railways in Australia magazine, they could always send you out a copy of this magazine from Melbourne. I'll put my extra eyes on so I can see what I'm looking at. Oh jeez, the words in this book. Oh crap, and pictures. Never mind. But yeah, if I come to the front of the magazine, got some of the advertising stuff in the front, and Model Railways Australia, issue 47. Contact mra.magazine@modelrailwaysinaustralia.com.au. So this is where you can get the magazine from. Just make it a little bit easy for you. I'll bring this up to the camera. So you can see up here, this is some of the information that you might want to look up. So if you want to get yourself any copies of this, I've got it from issue number 1 through to 47. But otherwise, contact Train World Hobbies in Victoria, and they can put you on the right track. Because the guy who puts this magazine together, called Brian Comport, is the one that does Train World Hobbies and this magazine. So the Victoria Railways S-Class cars and the A cars for the Spirit of Progress, when they were released about 2018, 2019, $150 a coach, gone to $160 a coach. Bit expensive, bit pricey, but if you've got the money, you can model just about anything. So that's just a quick briefness on this magazine, and for those who like to follow my YouTube channel. So I'm sort of doing this video as a little bit of an intro to the next piece, which I'm going to be putting on at the end of this video. This here is the New South Wales D57 class locomotive. I'm at the stage where, if I handle it carefully, I won't, whoops, I will drop everything. So I'll bring this up closer to you. New South Wales D57 is a 482 mountain type locomotive, and with that, this is a DJH kit. I will be putting up some more video of this very soon. I'll try to hold this side up because these rods are just sitting there at the moment on the crank pins. There's no retainers, so if I tip it the wrong way, all these parts fall on the floor. The rods are in 3 sections. A section from the front to the middle, and then a section bridging the middle pair. Then the other rod up to here. So this is before a lot more detail goes onto it. I tell you what, there is a heap of detail to be done. The motor on this thing is a Mishima motor with a Northwest shortline gearbox. I'll try to do this and retain everything myself. Don't you come off. Now, Mishima have been one of the better motors around, and there's a couple other brand of motors. The Northwest shortline gearbox is connected by a bit of rubber tubing, which basically to me is like model aircraft fuel line. 12 volt system. This is just going to run on straight out DC. The full size locomotive has a 3-cylinder engine, so as much as it might be difficult to show at this moment, I'm trying hard not to drop anything more because there's a few more loose parts on here. And as you can sort of see here, 3 cylinders are in the castings. The cylinder covers are separate pieces, of course. Now if you were to look up while on the YouTube side of things, New South Wales N-Scale D57, it'll be on my YouTube channel. I've done one of these in N-Scale, rebuilt from a Barkman 484. So with that, Barkman 484s are a very versatile locomotive. Can be used in a number of projects. Bits I find down here on the floor. Bugger. Never mind. Shit happens and you step in it. But anyway, the front pilot beam, the front apron, whatever you want to call it, it has the coupling cast into it. So that can be removed and a proper working KD can be installed if need be. But the actual valve gear on the front here is made to operate, just like I've done with N-Scale. DJH have done it in HO. And the compensating link is It's made of cast brass. Put my hand up here behind, hopefully you can see that. And then if I swap it end for end, hopefully you can see that. I've got to drill a hole through there, just so the linkage can go through it. I've got to drill a hole through here for the pivot, and here for the other linkage. That's going to be fun, especially when you use number size drills. You've got to use the real tiny jobs. There's a variety of cast brass parts on here, as well as white metal. I'll take these things off now. But certainly, this is my latest project anyway, which I'm currently working on. But I'm doing this after, I bought this back in 2005, 15 years down the track, literally. I'm finally getting to build it. I've been putting these sort of projects off to one side because I've had other people's projects on the go, and with other people's projects I like to put them first before myself. But I'm doing this video today not only as a coronavirus edition, but also with some sadness. Found out over Easter, a good friend of mine that I've known for a few years has passed away on Easter Monday morning. So for a good friend of mine called Laurie, he has a magnificent big HO scale layout which I was going to run this on, but thankfully I've had the privilege to run other trains on his layout. With Laurie, he used to work for Brambles Transport, driving road trains and all sorts of trucks, and then when he retired he just became a guy who loved his model railway. Had this massive big HO layout that took up roughly the equivalent of a 2-car garage, and yeah, it was such a massive big layout. It had multiple levels. You know, down in the lowest sections you had 3 storage roads. We'd go out on the main line, go around and come back in. At the other end of it, there's another 3 storage roads down underneath. But then you can traverse from any line to any line in any direction. And this guy, he had between $40,000 and $50,000 worth of trains on a layout. Scenery was just starting to be done, which I was working on. According to my calendar, it was Thursday the 9th of April, and then I was going to catch up with them on the week following that to do some more scenery. Then I got the phone call through to say that, hey, you remember a guy called Laurie? I go, yeah. He says, well, he's passed away on Easter Monday morning. So, in tribute to Laurie, sorry, bit of a rough throat. In tribute to Laurie, I'm going to play a bit of video to follow this section of video. Done off the same camera, but the video I'm about to put on after this will be from 2017, not long after I met him. I probably met him somewhere about mid-2016 or towards the end of 2016. He's a top bloke, and realistically he could have been the best friend anyone could have ever asked for. He brought around so many locos to me to be repaired, and even in some cases rebuilt, but there are so many locos that still didn't get finished off in the repair work, A, because of finances, and B, because some parts just couldn't get. I was trying to find a way of making up the replacement parts. So with this, I hope you enjoy seeing other videos I've got here on YouTube. I hope you like some of the content I keep putting up. If I don't, so be it, you know. Not everyone's a railway fanatic, not everyone's a car fanatic. But, you know, if you guys want to leave comments and say what you'd like me to put up on video on YouTube, then yeah, leave a comment and say, hey look, like what you're doing, but could you put the video up on this, or could you put a video up on that? I'll do my best to try accomplish some of these requests. But and do all the different builds that I do, it's all primarily model railway stuff. But you can see up here I've got an N.S.W project at the back, New South Wales C36. Up the back I've started an HO scale one, it's a scratch build. Behind it I've got C35 also. Under this cover we've got New South Wales C30T, which I built years ago but never completed. So these are just some of my projects, and I literally modelled from Z scale to 7¼ inch. My 7¼ inch project that I've been working on has actually come to a point where it's nearing completion finally after 3 years. I've got the other one to go. So basically with that, you know, for all of you out there who are subscribed to my channel or are about to subscribe, whatever, you know, I want to be a guy that seems to be approachable. I'd like to be definitely approachable, I suppose. Any model railway questions, I'll try to do my best to answer. But if I can't help you, I'll try to put you onto someone who can. I'm not the best when it comes to the world of model railways. I'm not the elite. I'm just a common person who's into model trains. Share knowledge, share experience, whatever. So if you've got a helpful tip or hint that you'd like me to mention, send me an email. It'll take me a while to respond. Or even if you just sort of document it in I don't know, some sort of picture form and article type form, I could probably do a video on it for you. But yeah, certainly with all of you out there watching my videos, I thank you very much for that. Thank you for your support. And this is one of my rare times I sit in front of a camera. But certainly, as we go from this, I'll show you into Laurie's layout in just a few moments. And it'll be just the raw video as it was when I recorded it. The 8060 class you'll see running around Laurie's layout is what I've purchased. And after doing some repair works on it, it's a case of, well, if you want it, how about you buy it off me? I went, yeah, okay, no worries. So done the repair work, got the loco, and because he's more of a diesel guy than a steam guy, and yeah, so I got a nice, I suppose, acquisition you could say from Laurie's collection. But certainly, you know, for what he spent on it, he bought it second hand, so I've got it off Laurie, so at least with that, it comes complete with sound and weathering, so all up it's about $1,000 locomotive, brand new. So for the repair work and the efforts that I've done for Laurie, he says, charge a lot less than that for that. So over a series of months, paid it off, and you got yourself an 8060 out of it. But out of that, Laurie had about 30 odd NR class locomotives. He had several DL classes. He had a few New South Wales 48 classes, Powerline Edition, plus many other locomotives that, you know, you'd think, what? Didn't know you had that? He goes, oh yeah, I didn't know I had that either. So certainly sit back, relax, enjoy if you've got the opportunity. If you're still doing quarantining with the coronavirus editions, well, hopefully you might be able to sit back and enjoy the next bit of video. Thanks for your support, and I'll catch up with you again later. Bye.
Yeah.
Careful, that's the carriage is behind. Yep, sounds like it needs an exhaust pipe on it. Back whack. No, she's right.
That works a treat, doesn't it?
Doesn't it? Yeah. And Bulldogs on parade. 5 Limas and 1 Hornby. Power droppage through there.
Yeah, a bit of a dropping power there. I've run a couple of wires to that section.
I know what happened.
.4201, its original colours. 4201 and 125th colours. Soon to be 4204 on the 42, S300 and GM with the Hornby job at the tail. Also have a control that will power all 6 locomotives. We've got a bit of run up on there. That's 7 of 14 coaches.
14 altogether.
14 all up. Brought 10 around with me. Lima loco hauling Hornby coaches. Not bad going.
Yep.
It's all 80s here too. It'll make a big difference to get the other traction tyre on.